This is game number 17 of the World Championship between KARPOV and KASPAROV, played in 1986 at Leningrad. This game is Renfield defense D98. D4, KARPOV playing white and KASPAROV playing black. Knight F6, C4, G6, Knight C3, D5, Knight F3, Bishop G7, Queen B3, D into C4, Queen into C4, KASPAROV castles, E4, Bishop G4, Knight F D7, Rook D1, Knight C6, Bishop E2, Knight B6, Queen D6, E5, Queen into C5, D into C5, Knight C8, H3. H3 is a very good move. This is KARPOV's improvement over the 15th game where he played Knight B5. See that where he played instead of H3 he played Knight B5. This game shows the deep preparation made by KARPOV and his team. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is H3 instead of Knight B5. Bishop into F3. Bishop into F3. Bishop into E5. Bishop into E5. Looks like it's a free pawn. The other capture also gives white an excellent play. Let us go back and see what is that. Instead of bishop into E5, knight into E5, bishop into B7, rook B8, C6, knight C4, rook D7, knight into B2, knight D5. So let us go back. The last move played is bishop into E5, bishop into C6, B into C6, bishop D4. Bishop D4 is a good move because it covers the important diagonal for black. Bishop D4 is an excellent move. If the bishops are exchanged off, white's position will become far superior despite of the pawn deficit, because of the black rooks will be disconnected by the knight at C8 and the white rook can infiltrate via the D5. After bishop D4, black played bishop F4. Now KASPAROV castles. Instead of castling, he plays G3. Let us see that. Instead of castling, if he plays G3, black will play E5 and black gets a good counter play for this. Therefore, KARPOV castled A5. A5 is a dubious move. Why it is dubious? It cuts up all the black's counter play. The other alternative also allows white a very good game. The other alternative is, let us see. Other alternative is E5. That also gives a a good play for white. So after a5, the dubious move, white played rook f e1, occupying the semi-open file. a4, rook e4, bishop h6, bishop e5, a3, b3, knight a7, rook d7, bishop c1. Black want to support the pawn, rook into c7, bishop b2, knight a4. Knight a4 is an excellent move. Or the alternative is, instead of knight a4, rook into e7. Let us go back and see that. Rook into e7, rook f e8, and black pieces will be comparatively competitive. Therefore, the last move played is, instead of rook into e7, knight a4 is played, which is a good move. Knight b5, rook c6, rook into c6, rook f d8, occupying the empty file. Rook b6. Why it is good move? It makes way for the, and also it attacks the knight. Rook d5, bishop g3, knight c3, knight into c3, bishop into c3, c6, bishop d4, rook b7, and black resigns. Why? Because black cannot stop this pawn. But the next square is supported by the bishop, and the rook will come down. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Please subscribe so that you can see many more beautiful games of this World Championship, and also many beautiful games of the World Champions.